You just caught Cosette and I grooving to some music. Yeah, do you like to listen to music too? We like to turn up the music here in the Magic Lamp and just enjoy it. And we like all types of music. What kind of music do you like, Cosette? Ooh, Cosette likes jazz music. Ooh, I like that too. Cosette? Me? Let's see. Well, it's really hard to pick just one. Really, because I like all kinds of music. I really like big band music, lots of brass instruments, and marching music is a lot of fun. I would tell you that my favorite type of music is anything that I can dance to. I really enjoy dancing. Do you like dancing, Cosette? I think Cosette does. Okay, enough being silly. Why are we talking about all this music? Well, because Cosette has picked out a story that has to do with music for us today. Are you ready to go and hear it now? I am too. Okay, ready? We're ready. I wish to go on an enchanted journey, and away we'll go! And welcome, boys and girls, to another of Cosette's Enchanted Journeys story times. Today I have a special story for you. This book is called Because, and it's by Willems and Amber Wren. And it's a really cool book because they also wrote some music to go with it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Because a man named Ludwig wrote beautiful music, a man named Franz was inspired to create his own. Because many years later, people wanted to hear Franz's beautiful music, they formed an orchestra. Because a man had practiced since he was a kid, he was asked to join. Because a woman studied night and day, she too was asked to play. Because many others loved and practiced their instruments, there were enough musicians. Because someone created a poster about Franz's music, tickets were sold. Because the train conductor stopped the train at the Grand Concert Hall, the orchestra conductor arrived. Because the orchestra librarian had copies of the score, the orchestra rehearsed. Because workers checked the lights and the seats and swept the floors, the grand hall was ready. Because the time had come, the ushers opened the doors. Because someone's uncle caught a cold, someone's aunt had an extra ticket for someone special. Because the usher helped the aunt and her special guest, they found their seats. Because everyone was there to hear beautiful music, it was quiet. In row C, seat 14, sat the girl with the uncle's ticket. She heard the beautiful music written by the man named Franz, and it changed her. The girl was changed. From that moment on, the girl learned everything she could about music because it fed her. Soon, she started to write music too. Because like Franz, the young woman had something to share. Over time, the woman became very good because she worked very hard. One night, her music was discovered because she was also very lucky. The girl was invited to perform her music at the Grand Concert Hall because so many people wanted to hear it. Her composition was dedicated to the uncle in row C, seat 14, because it was his ticket that brought her here. And that night, someone else was changed. That is how it happens. The end. And what did you think of Because? I hope that you enjoyed this story as much as I did. I always appreciate when I learn how one simple act can lead to another and to another and to another, the cause and effect. If you like stories like that, there was a book that I used to read when I was little, and it was called Because a Bug Went Ka-Choo, and it was a cause and effect book, just like this. I really did enjoy this, and I really do think that these things happen where something maybe doesn't seem like it's the best, like that poor uncle got his cold and he had to miss out on that musical performance, but the aunt was kind enough to invite her niece and brought her to the symphony, and then she became a musician herself. Isn't that amazing? That's a meant-to-be sort of story. I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. Okay, well, it's time for us to head off and to make some things of our own. Hey, wait a minute.
All of Cosette's Enchanted journeys kind of have cause and effect. We read a story, and it propels us to go and do something based on our story, doesn't it? All right. Well, maybe you can see where I get some of my inspiration. You ready to go and try and do something fun with me now? Me too. Okay, let's go. Because we just finished a story all about cause and effect, I thought you might enjoy making these party poppers with me. So what we'll do, we'll pull on the nozzle, that's the cause, and the effect is we'll have our colored paper shoot out. All right, for today's activity, we're going to be making a party popper. You'll only need a few simple materials, like a toilet paper tube, some balloons. I have here a green 12-inch balloon. That size seems to work pretty well. You're gonna need some tape. I've got some orange duct tape here. It's kind of shiny, so that should be pretty. I also have some washi tape with a gold sparkle, just to make it a little more interesting. These are some Post-it notes. You're not gonna need a whole lot of Post-its, just a couple in various colors. And if you have a paper cutter like I have here, that you're gonna find very helpful to cut those Post-it notes. But if you don't have a paper cutter, you could also use scissors. They will work just as well. For the first step of our project, we are going to use a pair of scissors and we are going to cut the balloon pretty much in half. What we want to do is keep the nozzle part of the balloon where you would fill it with air and just remove some of the actual bulb part of the balloon where the air would go into. As you can see here with my scissors, I'm just going to pick a point midway on that bulb part of the balloon and just cut straight across. You should be left with something like this. It could be a little tricky to open it up, but go ahead and open that up. And what you're going to be doing is stretching that cut piece of the balloon bulb over your toilet paper tube, just like I'm doing. And you're going to pull that on pretty tight and try and keep the nozzle portion of your balloon right in the center of your toilet paper tube. You might have to adjust this accordingly, but take your time and stretch it until you get it just right. As you can see in my video, I was getting a little frustrated with the first balloon I cut, so I'm going to try it again with a second balloon. But just take your time and do your best to slide it right over the center of that toilet paper tube. And again, with this step, just take your time and stretch that balloon piece over the toilet paper tube until the nozzle is pretty much left in the center, like I have here. For the next step, get as creative as you like, but what you're going to want to do is secure that balloon piece with some tape so that it doesn't come off when you pull on the nozzle. So I am using just the shiny orange duct tape. You can use any type that you like in any color. After you've taped it, you could cover it with stickers or other decorative tape. And again, I'm going to use some sparkly washi tape just to enhance my party poppers look. As you can see here, it's starting to come along. I've got it pretty well covered, so now I'm just adding extra decorative tape just to make it pretty. Once you have finished decorating your popper, you can set it to the side. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our Post-its and we're going to cut strips from different colored pieces. So I'm just taking a few from this block of Post-its, and I'm going to use my paper cutter to help me just cut these into strips that I can then cut with scissors into little squares. So if you have a paper cutter and you have the help of an adult and their supervision, just take some various colored Post-its and start cutting them into strips like I'm doing. My strips are, I don't know, maybe a ½ inch to an inch wide. They don't have to be very big, and you certainly don't need to use a lot. You can use any colors you like and as much as you want. So I'm going to use just a few strips of the red now, since I have a lot of green. If you don't have Post-its, you could also do this with construction paper or any other colored paper. You could even just do it with plain white paper as well. To make it a little more special, you could decorate the paper with markers, colored pencils, crayons, maybe glue and glitter, make it sparkly. Really, it's up to you how you choose to do this step. Once you have all your strips cut, you can kind of look at them, see if you think you got enough. That looks to be plenty to me. And I have various colors, green, red, blue, yellow. I am now going to just grab a few pieces at a time and use my scissors to make them into squares. If you don't have somebody around to help hold the popper upright while you cut your squares, you can stick it in your tape roll and cut the squares right into the tube. That way you have less you have to pick up when you're finished. And hopefully you can see here, I've got a few pieces down there. I'm going to keep cutting a little bit more. I think I'm going to fill mine about halfway. That way I have plenty that will pop up when I pull on the nozzle. All right, I'm just about finished, ready to test it out. Hey, that turned out pretty good. I hope yours did too. But you know what? We're out of time for today. Ready to head back to the magic lamp and say goodbye to Cosette? Me too. All right, let's go.
And welcome back to the Magic Lamp, boys and girls. How did you enjoy the story of Because today? I hope that you liked it. I really enjoy cause and event or cause and effect stories that build one thing happens, another thing happens, another thing happens, another thing happens. And what was wonderful about this story is at the end, how this whole series of events caused one little girl to grow up and become a musician, composer, conductor of her own. And I just thought that was really special. I hope that you enjoy it too. And I hope you enjoy music, whether you play it, or you listen to it, or you write it, or maybe you just tap your foot along to it. Music is a wonderful way to express how we feel, or just to process some of our feelings and just kind of tune everything out, except for the music, of course. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed our activity time together today. Most importantly, I hope you'll come back to visit Cosette and me again very soon. Until you do, take great care of yourselves, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.